Hello friends, let us discuss some behind the scenes scenarios related with pivot tables. How pivot table process your data, how can they transform your data into summary with so much speed. What happens is, whenever you are creating a pivot table, a snapshot of your source data is taken and saved in a virtual memory called cache. This is a ready to use and quickly accessible memory. This is a virtual object, so you cannot see pivot table cache anywhere else, but it does exist and does it work very accurately. Whenever there are any changes in source data, the new snapshot has to be taken, which is called as refreshing the pivot table. When you refresh your pivot table, Excel does nothing but takes a new snapshot and overrides it on the previous one. In Excel 2016, all pivot tables created from same source data, share same pivot table cache. How to refresh? There are two ways of refreshing your pivot table. One is right click anywhere inside pivot table and click refresh. And second option is go to Analyze tab and there is a big button called refresh. You can press that button to refresh your data. On refreshing, pivot table will take another snapshot and it will be updated in pivot table cache. Benefits of sharing pivot table cache. In Excel 2016, all pivot tables created from same source data share same pivot table cache. The benefits are saving file size and memory. This is a very important benefit of sharing pivot table cache. Since same cache is used by all the pivot tables, there is a negligible increase in file size and computer memory usage. Refreshing one pivot table will refresh all the pivot tables using same pivot table cache. So you don't have to go to each and every pivot table and refresh them individually. Sharing pivot table cache means sharing all the calculated fields and calculated items. When you share a pivot table cache, you also share all the calculated fields and calculated items, as well as if there is any grouping done in any one pivot table. All these things are available to all other pivot tables too. So same calculated fields and items will show in all the pivot tables field list, as well as all the groupings you have done on any one pivot table will affect your other pivot tables also if they are sharing the pivot table cache. As said earlier, the major advantage of sharing pivot table cache is you can create as many pivot tables you need or you want from the same cache with negligible increase in file size. There are some side effects of sharing a pivot table cache, though they are not much serious, but they are there. You cannot refresh a single pivot table and keep other pivot tables as it is. Once you refresh one, all will get refreshed. Calculated fields show in all pivot table. Calculated fields, if you don't want to show any calculated field in any one pivot table, but still it will be shown there. You cannot remove it. If you remove it from one pivot table, it will get removed from all the pivot tables. Grouping and ungrouping affects all pivot tables. There is one crux we are going to learn when we are going to see the calculated fields and items. If any one field of your pivot table is grouped, then you cannot create a calculated item. So if you have grouped any one field in one pivot table and you want to create a calculated item in another pivot table, it will not allow you to do that, because the same rule applies to all pivot tables since they are using the same pivot table cache. So these are some benefits and side effects of sharing a pivot table cache. You can share the cache or you can create a separate pivot table from same source data with different or separate pivot table cache. You can disconnect the existing pivot table from pivot table cache and use or create a separate pivot table cache for that existing pivot table. You can reverse the pivot table to create a source data also. All these three things we are going to see in this video. Hello friends, in this video we are going to learn three things. Number one, how to create a new pivot table with separate pivot table cache. Number two, how to disconnect the existing pivot table from existing pivot table cache and create a separate pivot table cache for the same. And number three, how to reverse the pivot table to generate a source data out of it. So let's get started. Firstly, we will see this example. I have created one pivot table from our sample data and I have grouped the zone field. See, we have 4 zones: east, north, south, west, and I have grouped east and north in northeast and south and west in southwest. So this grouping will be available to all pivot tables created out of same data. If I copy paste this table below, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, see, it also has zone 2 in it. I don't want this grouping in my new pivot table. So what I'll do, I'll just delete it. I'll go to data and again insert a pivot table. I'll take it in existing worksheet here. Okay. If I go below, again zone 2 is showing here. Since it is using the same pivot cache, as I am creating that pivot table from the same source data, but I don't want this. So in that case, I am just pressing Ctrl Z. In that case, I have one option of creating a new pivot table which uses its own pivot table cache. For that, you need to go through the route of pivot table wizard. To launch pivot table wizard, the keyboard shortcut or keyboard sequence is Alt D P. See, once you press Alt D P, pivot table wizard will launched. In this, just click next. Here you want to select your range. So I know my range name is table 1 since I have converted my data into table. So I am using the same range, same source data, but it will use its own pivot table cache. Okay. So after typing table 1, I am just clicking next. As soon as I am pressing next, pivot table is giving me a message. What does it say? Your new report will use less memory if you base it on your existing report pivot table 5. Means I have existing pivot table. If I connect this new pivot table to it, it will use a less memory which was created from the same source data. This is nothing but it is asking me to share the pivot table cache between my two pivot tables. But in this scenario, I don't want to share the pivot table cache. So I will say no instead of yes. Just select the cell where you want to put it, say finish. Now if you go to the field list, you will not see the zone 2 below, right? So it is now disconnected from pivot table cache and it is using its own pivot table cache. The problem with this is it will increase your file size, because now when there is only one pivot table or there are multiple pivot tables which are using same pivot table cache, your source data is duplicated. Means there are two copies of your source data. One is physical copy which is residing in your source data sheet, and second copy is in virtual memory which is nothing but pivot table cache. But when you create a pivot table, when you create a new pivot table with separate pivot table cache, your data will be triplicated. Means two copies are already there and there will be one more copy which will be using its own pivot table cache. So your file size and computer memory usage will increase. But that is fine. If in some cases you want to do it, then you can do it. there is nothing can stop you. Okay, why did we do this? Because if there is any grouped field, you cannot create a calculated item. Just see, I am going in earlier pivot table and trying to create a pivot table item. This pivot table report field is grouped. You cannot add a calculated item to a grouped field. Okay, but at the same time, in my new pivot table, if I am going here, I am just putting something, and now I am going to calculated item. It will launch the insert calculated item wizard or dialog box. So this is why you would like to create a pivot table with separate pivot table cache. Now this is with new pivot table. But what if I am just deleting this? Delete. Suppose I want to use exact same format. This is a very small pivot table, but you must have created a big pivot table with nice formatting and all. If you want to use same formatting and same structure in your new pivot table, but you just want to use separate pivot table cache, then what to do? If you go by pivot table wizard option, you have to create all the formatting, structuring all from the beginning. It will take more time. So you would like to use same pivot table but with separate pivot table cache. In that scenario, there is a trick to do it. Just copy your existing pivot table. Okay, then open a new file, new Excel workbook. Now cut paste the new pivot table into the new workbook, save it. I'm just saving it on desktop. Book 2, save. Now close it. Once you close it, it will get disconnected from the pivot table cache of your existing workbook. Now again open it. File, open book 2. Just copy it, copy the pivot table and bring back to your original. Microsoft has defined a point. Okay, no problem. Okay, now this new pivot table which you brought back from the new workbook is having separate pivot table cache. You want to check? See, if you just go here and group these two fields, east and north, analyze, group selection. See, only this one is grouped and our earlier pivot table is as it is. Understood? In earlier pivot, if you go and check old pivot table, there is no zone 2 field, but in new pivot table there is a zone 2 field. So now it is disconnected from pivot table cache. Okay, understood? Now next one is, whenever you create a pivot table or whenever you copy a pivot table in another workbook, your whole data goes along with it in the form of pivot table cache. Okay, that is clear now. So if I send this book 2, my whole data will go along with it. See, there is no data source worksheet here. My data source is my earlier file. So I am just closing this practice file and we will just see this book 2. Still my pivot table is there. I can change, I can put the store name, I can do whatever. Even if this workbook is on another machine, another computer, it will still work because it has a whole source data in pivot table cache. If I want to generate a source data, total source data from this, I can do so by double clicking on grand total cell. I am just double clicking on grand total. Woo! See, my whole source data is got generated. Same to same table. I am just adjusting the rows same table like our original data source. So in this way you can generate your source data in a table from your pivot table. If you want to generate only part of it, like you want to generate only for east, then just add a subtotal, design, show all subtotals, and in east you go to grand total column and double click it. See, here you will see only east. Okay, so this is how you can generate portion of your source data or whole of your source data from your pivot table. Thanks for watching.